Hello, fellow gardeners. Joe here. I'm excited to welcome you to my backyard, where every day is a new adventure in growing, learning, and getting my hands dirty. Whether you're a seasoned green thumb or just starting out, I think you'll find today's topic both fascinating and practical. Today, let's talk about the foundation of every thriving garden, the soil. It's easy to get caught up in the excitement of planting seeds and watching them sprout, but the real magic happens beneath the surface, where roots meet earth. We spend hours tending plants, watering, pruning, and weeding, but rarely do we focus on what's beneath them. Healthy soil is the unsung hero of every lush garden, quietly supporting all that vibrant life above. My quest for better tomatoes and brighter flowers led me to an ancient yet revolutionary discovery: biochar. I was searching for a way to boost my harvests and stumbled upon this age-old secret that gardeners and farmers have used for centuries. At first, adding charcoal to my garden sounded odd. I wondered, how could something so simple make such a difference? But curiosity got the better of me, and I decided to give it a try. But biochar isn't just any charcoal. It's a porous, microbe-friendly material that transforms soil. Its unique structure creates a welcoming home for beneficial microbes, which are essential for healthy plant growth. It holds water and nutrients, creating a resilient ecosystem underground. This means your plants can thrive even during dry spells, and nutrients stay where your plants need them most. My first attempts were messy, but I learned a simple, reliable method anyone can do at home. I made mistakes, got my hands dirty, and discovered what works best through trial and error. No fancy equipment needed, just a basic understanding and a willingness to try. If you have a few basic tools and a bit of patience, you're already halfway there. Today, I'll share this easy process so you can skip the trial and error. I'll walk you through each step, from gathering materials to making and using biochar in your own garden. We'll cover what biochar is, what you need, and how to get started with materials you probably already have at home. And most importantly, how to make it safely in your backyard, so you can enjoy the benefits without worry. Whether you have a balcony with a few pots or a big vegetable patch, this is for you. Biochar can benefit gardens of all shapes and sizes, from city balconies to sprawling backyards. The goal: empower you to create your own black gold and unlock new vitality in your soil. Imagine your plants growing stronger, your flowers blooming brighter, and your harvests getting bigger each season. So grab a coffee, pull up a chair, and let's dig into the world of biochar together. I promise, by the end of this journey, you'll see your garden in a whole new light. Your garden will thank you. Let's get started and turn your soil into something truly extraordinary. Before we start, let's clarify what biochar is. Unlike grilling charcoal, biochar is made specifically to improve soil. It's created by heating organic material, like wood or straw, in low oxygen, a process called pyrolysis. This leaves behind a pure, porous carbon structure. Think of it as a sponge for water and nutrients, and a permanent home for beneficial microbes. Biochar doesn't break down like compost. It lasts for centuries, improving soil structure and fertility long-term. It's not a fertilizer, but a powerful soil conditioner. On its own, it holds few nutrients, so we need to charge it before use. Charging fills its pores with nutrients and microbes, preventing it from pulling resources from your soil. Once charged, biochar boosts water retention, nutrient availability, and soil health for generations. It's a one-time investment with lasting benefits. That's the magic of biochar. Let's see how to make it. Making great biochar starts with the right materials. Use dry, untreated woody material, fallen branches, prunings, or scrap lumber. Avoid painted or pressure-treated wood to keep your biochar safe for the garden. Cut wood to manageable sizes, ideally dry in season for efficient burning. Gather essential tools: a sturdy shovel, metal rake, leather gloves, closed-toe shoes, and safety glasses. Always have a water source nearby for safety. You'll also need a metal container like a wheelbarrow or garbage can to quench the char. Organize your materials before starting. Preparation is key. Once you have your feedstock, tools, and safety gear, you're ready for the main event. Let's move on to the burn. Safety first, always. Now, let's make biochar using the simplest method, the cone pit, sometimes called the hole-in-the-ground kiln, or even a trench. This technique has been used for centuries and is perfect for beginners or anyone who wants to try making biochar with minimal equipment. First, choose a safe, open spot away from buildings, trees, and anything flammable. Make sure you're following local burn regulations and have water or a fire extinguisher nearby for safety. Dig a cone-shaped pit, about 3 feet wide and 1 to 2 feet deep, with sloped sides. The sloped shape helps the fire burn efficiently and makes it easier to add wood as you go. Pile the removed soil around the edge of the pit. This not only keeps the area tidy, but also acts as a safety barrier in case any embers escape. Start a small fire at the bottom of the pit using dry tinder and kindling. Twigs, dry leaves, or small branches work well to get things going. Once you have a good bed of hot coals, add a layer of wood on top. Use pieces that are similar in size for even burning. Let the wood burn until the top is ashy, but don't let it turn completely to ash. This is key for making quality biochar. Add more wooden layers, always burning from the top down. This method helps control the burn and ensures the wood below is starved of oxygen. The fire at the top uses up most of the oxygen, creating a low oxygen environment underneath. This is perfect for pyrolysis, the process that turns wood into biochar instead of ash. As each layer burns down and becomes ashy, add more wood, repeating the process until you've used all your feedstock. Take your time, and don't rush. This method carbonizes the wood, turning it into rich black biochar without letting it burn away to ash. You're building up layers of char, not just burning wood. Each layer adds to the final yield of biochar you'll collect. Always keep an eye on the fire, have safety tools ready, and never leave it unattended. Safety is crucial when working with open flames. When you see glowing embers and the wood is fully carbonized, you're ready for the next step. Let's move on and quench the char to finish the process. As you burn, watch the smoke. Thick smoke at first is normal, but a well-managed fire should become mostly clear as it heats up. Persistent smoke means wet wood or not enough heat. Adjust as needed. Maintain a hot flame on the top layer to drive pyrolysis below. When you see glowing red embers covered in gray ash, it's time to act. Don't let the char burn to ash. Move quickly. Using your shovel and rake, transfer the hot char into your metal container. Be careful. Safety is critical. Douse the char with water until the hissing stops and it's cool. The steam means you're locking in the carbon. Stir to ensure all pieces are fully quenched. Now you have finished biochar, ready for the next step. Quenching is the crucial first step that transforms hot embers into finished biochar, making it safe and effective for your garden. This process rapidly cools the biochar, locking in its porous structure and preventing it from turning to ash. Once the biochar is completely cool, you have a couple of options. You can let it dry and store it for later use, or you can move straight to the next step, charging. Storing it in a dry place keeps it ready for whenever your garden needs a boost. Fresh biochar acts like an empty sponge. If you add it directly to your soil, it can actually absorb valuable nutrients and water from your plants, rather than providing benefits right away. That's why charging is so important. To charge your biochar, mix 1 part wet biochar with 1 or 2 parts finished compost. This allows the biochar to soak up nutrients and beneficial microbes, turning it into a powerhouse soil amendment. Let this mixture sit for at least a couple of weeks. During this time, the biochar's pores become filled with nutrients and living microbes, making it ready to support your plants from day one. Alternatively, you can soak your biochar in compost tea or diluted organic fertilizer. This is a faster method that still infuses the biochar with nutrients and beneficial life. After charging, it's time to add the biochar to your garden. Mix it into new beds or top dress around existing plants, working it into the top 6 to 8 inches of soil for best results. Use a 5 to 10% concentration by volume. A little goes a long way. Even small amounts can make a noticeable difference in your soil's health and productivity. Once biochar is in your soil, its benefits are long-lasting and essentially permanent. It won't break down like other organic matter, so you only need to apply it once. Over time, you'll notice improved plant health, better water retention, and increased soil fertility. Your garden will thrive for years to come, thanks to this simple addition. Remember, charging is the key to unlocking biochar's full potential. It's the step that turns biochar from a passive material into an active soil enhancer. With your biochar properly prepared and charged, your garden is now ready for a powerful, sustainable boost. Let's wrap up and get growing. You've turned yard waste into a powerful, lasting soil amendment. By making and charging your own biochar, you're building a resilient, living soil ecosystem. You're sequestering carbon, improving water retention, and creating a legacy of fertility. Don't worry if your first batch isn't perfect. Experiment and learn. Prioritize safety and always charge your biochar before use. Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. Let's build a community of soil builders, learning and growing together. If you found this guide helpful, subscribe to Soil Stories for more practical gardening tips. Share this with friends and fellow gardeners. Healthy soil benefits us all. Until next time, happy gardening and abundant harvests.